What if the most private moments in life, the ones we imagine as sacred, are also the moments that carry the heaviest weight of memory? And what if, on the day that was meant to celebrate joy, a single apology changed the emotional landscape for everyone present? The question ripples through time, whispered in countless corners of imagination. Why did Song Joong Ki apologize to Song Hye Kyo on her wedding day to Lee Min-ho? This is a story not of scandal, not of conflict, but of human emotion in its rawest form. It is the story of memories, of lingering regrets, and of the fragile intersections of past and present. Imagine the scene, a grand wedding, radiant in every sense. Guests, photographers, the glimmer of lights reflecting on crystal and gold. The world expects perfection, a seamless narrative of love, celebration, and new beginnings. Yet beneath the surface, the currents of history move silently, shaping interactions that the public will never fully witness. Song Hye Kyo enters, a vision of grace and poise. She carries decades of work, years of relationships, and the weight of expectation. By her side, Lee Min-ho stands calm, proud, the embodiment of partnership and shared joy. And yet, in this carefully orchestrated harmony, one figure steps forward, Song Joong Ki. The apology is brief, almost imperceptible. A tilt of the head, a quiet voice, a touch of hands that conveys 1,000 words unspoken. And yet, in this cinematic moment, brevity amplifies meaning. Because apologies are not measured by length, they are measured by presence, by acknowledgement, by the courage to confront the past while the world is watching. This story isn't over. Subscribe so you don't miss the next chapter. We follow the moments and emotions of your favorite TV stars. Stay with us. Why apologize on this day? Because timing matters. Some words, left unspoken, grow heavier over the years. Some truths demand confrontation, not for spectacle, but for personal closure. In this imagined telling, Song Joong Ki does not apologize to disrupt. He apologizes to release, to honor a shared history, to allow the present to shine without shadow. The apology is met with grace. Song Hye Kyo listens, absorbs, and responds with calm understanding. There is no drama, no tension, no public spectacle. There is only recognition, the recognition that life is layered and that love does not exist in a vacuum. The past and present coexist, sometimes uneasily, but inevitably. For fans imagining the scene, it is both startling and profoundly human. It is a reminder that even among celebrities, even in moments of perfection, emotion cannot be scripted. That reconciliation, respect, and closure often arrive in the quietest gestures. That sometimes the most powerful declarations are made not to the world, but to the individuals who truly understand their weight. And in this imagined version of events, the apology achieves something remarkable. It frees everyone involved. It allows Song Hye Kyo to step fully into her new chapter with Lee Min-ho. It allows Song Joong Ki to release the burden of memory, the echoes of past mistakes, the weight of unspoken regret. And it allows the audience, real or imagined, to witness the extraordinary humanity behind public personas, to see that behind every smile and photograph is a landscape of experience, emotion, and reflection. This moment is not about love lost or love complicated. It is about closure, about acknowledgement, about the quiet courage it takes to confront history without turning it into spectacle. In the grand narrative of weddings, fame, and fan expectation, this is the story that resonates not for its drama, but for its intimacy. Because in the end, what is apology if not a bridge? A bridge between past and present, between regret and acceptance, between old bonds and new beginnings. And on that wedding day, amid light, celebration, and joy, a single apology quietly forged that bridge, allowing Song Hye Kyo, Lee Min-ho, and Song Joong Ki to step forward into their respective futures, unburdened and profoundly human. It is a story that the world may never fully understand, but one that carries the unmistakable weight of truth, that the most profound moments in life are often invisible, quiet, and deeply felt. And sometimes, an apology spoken at exactly the right moment can be more powerful than any vow, any speech, any celebration. And yet, the true weight of that apology lingers long after the ceremony ends. Because in this imagined telling, it is not merely a single exchange, it is a quiet pivot in the emotional currents running beneath the surface of an extraordinary day. Consider the room. The chatter fades, the music hums softly in the background, but something subtle has shifted. Eyes that once followed the glimmering arrangements now trace the silent gestures of understanding between three people whose lives have intertwined in ways few outsiders can ever truly know. There is no audience for this understanding, yet it is unmistakable to those who feel it. A bridge has been built, fragile but enduring. For Song Hye Kyo, the apology represents more than acknowledgement. It is the recognition of shared history, of moments that shaped her, molded her, and prepared her for the life she now steps into with Lee Min-ho. She carries composure, yet there is a tremor of emotion that escapes in the tiniest gestures, a half-smile, a soft nod, the briefest contact of hands. These are moments no photograph can capture, no media headline can convey, yet they speak louder than any statement ever could. For Song Joong Ki, the act of apologizing is transformative. It is not performed for spectacle, nor to garner sympathy or attention. It is an offering of peace, to himself, to the past, and to the woman who once occupied so much of his world. In this imagined narrative, it is a brave confrontation with history, a choice to honor what was shared while allowing the present to unfold without shadow. And for Lee Min-ho, witnessing this exchange, even from the periphery, reinforces the strength and depth of what he now shares with Song Hye Kyo. There is no jealousy, no doubt, only recognition that life is a tapestry of experiences and that love, when rooted in trust and understanding, can coexist with memory without being diminished by it. Fans imagining this scene are struck by its profound simplicity. There are no dramatic speeches, no forced confrontations, no sensational headlines. The impact comes from the quietness, the subtlety, the humanity. It is a reminder that life's most pivotal moments often occur not in the glare of public attention, but in the gentle, fleeting gestures that are felt more than they are seen. The ceremony continues, yet the atmosphere carries a different weight. Laughter, applause, and celebration still flow, but there is now an undercurrent of closure, a sense that history has been honored without holding anyone back. The past is acknowledged, the present celebrated, and the future embraced, all in a single, fleeting act of courage and sincerity. And perhaps the most remarkable truth of this imagined story is that it does not demand recognition. The apology is not about who sees it or who records it. Its power lies entirely in its authenticity. It exists solely for the people involved and the unspoken understanding that, even in lives lived under public scrutiny, intimacy and humanity can remain intact. As the day concludes, the guests depart, the lights dim, and the celebration fades into memory. One truth remains: some gestures transcend time and spectacle. Some words carry a weight that resonates far beyond the moment they are spoken. And sometimes, a single apology, offered with courage and humility, has the power to heal, to reconcile, and to allow love to flourish in its fullest, most unencumbered form. In the quiet aftermath of that day, life continues, brighter, lighter, more whole. And for those who imagine it, the story of Song Joong Ki, Song Hye Kyo, and Lee Min-ho becomes more than a headline. It becomes a lesson that the heart remembers, the spirit forgives, and the human capacity for grace is limitless, even in the most public of lives. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe so you don't miss out next episode.